and I don't know if you could hear me then. What is going on today? I'm going to repeat myself in case you missed that. Today's class is a writing class, and our theme is Once Upon a Time, which is the typical beginning of a children's story. So that tells you that today's writing class is going to be all about creative writing, and we're going to be writing some kind of a story today. So I'm going to give you some starters to help you get inspired for your story writing in just a moment. But before we do that, I am going to tell you a little bit about some important pages that you might want to check out with regard to me and Verbling. So the first page is here. This is my Facebook page, my Verbling Facebook page. I'm going to paste it into both chat boxes today. We seem to be having problems with the chat boxes, so hopefully you can see that in one of them. Facebook page is a good page to go to just to connect with me, see what's going on, what classes are happening. Sometimes I add some notes or some extra information, or my students do kindly. So that's a good place to go. And then the second page, which I'm pasting in both chat boxes, is my Verbling teacher page. So if you go to this page, you can find out who I am, a bit about me as an English teacher, also my calendar. So if you're interested in having private sessions with me, then you can see when I'm free. And if I'm not free when you want me to be free, then please do write me a message, because I can normally work something out. You can also see my upcoming classes. So if you're interested in taking some more classes with me, then click on the follow button, the blue follow button, and that's what you will see. All right, so I was just about to say hello to our student who has now disappeared. I don't know what's going on today. Goodness gracious. All right, so I'm going to just go ahead and start introducing what we're going to be doing today, and hopefully students can come back into the class. It seems like lots of people keep being ejected. I don't know why. All right, so today's topic, as I said before, was Once Upon a Time. So it's going to be practicing some story writing today, everybody. I'm going to share the document with you on the screen so that you can see it. And if you do feel like practicing your writing, it's a really good class to come into. You can take your time. In actual fact, you can write whatever you like. Just use the little starters to inspire you and practice your writing. And then I will check your writing through at the end of class so that you can get some corrections. If there's any grammar mistakes you make or vocabulary, then we can get those sorted out. So this is a good opportunity. Most of the classes on Verbling are to do with speaking, so it's quite fun to have a little bit of a practice doing some writing. So let me show you what we've got here on the document. And okay, I'll just see if I can get this to work, because we're having problems today. We seem to be technical problems. Let's hope the screen share gets working. So I'm going to do a screen share. Here we are. Right. I think you guys can see that. If you're viewing this class and you would like to come on in, the best thing to do is just come in so that you can get your writing checked out by me. But take a look at the story starters that we have there. To see whether they interest you or inspire you. And we'll just say hello and see if poor Tito. Tito, are you able to hear me now? Hello. Oh, try again. Are you there?
Yep.
Yay, finally. Tito, I'm so sorry about last class. It seems like lots of people are having connection problems today.
Finally, it was a very good class. The last class, I hated my luck.
You what? I couldn't repeat, please.
It was a very good class. I just listened to it. I just listened to it.
I'm glad you enjoyed it, even though you had so many problems and I wasn't really able to talk to you. But anyway, thank you. That's good to know. So Tito, just in case you get chucked out of the class again, and I'll say hello to our other student Alberto in just a moment. Boys, I will keep this class going, and if the connection doesn't work very well, you can continue doing your writing, and you can always post it for me to mark on my Facebook page or a private message, just so that we can actually get doing something. It's a bit frustrating today. So go ahead, Tito and the others, and click on the Google Drive while I say hi to who else we've got. So Alberto, can you hear me okay?
Yes, now I can hear you.
Excellent. I see that you disappeared and came back in. It seems to be happening to everyone today, so sorry about that.
Okay, thank you.
All right, welcome to the class. And tell me, where are you from, Alberto?
I'm from Colombia.
Oh, right. I have lots of students from Colombia. Are you from Bogota? Or another city?
Okay, thank you.
Are you from the capital, Alberto?
I'm from Bogota, Colombia. Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. So I've heard that it's a great place to live. I'm considering trying to go and visit Colombia sometime.
Of course. You're welcome.
Thank you. All right. Well, welcome to the class. Good to meet you.
Thank you.
All right. So, oh dear. Sorry about that, guys. I'll say also hello to Ali. Hey, Ali.
Yes, hello.
Hello. Yes, you can hear me. That's great. Have I met you before, Ali?
No, I don't think so. I think that the first class.
Excellent. Well, it's lovely to meet you. Welcome.
Yes, nice to meet you too.
All right, so boys, what we're going to do is spend most of the class writing today. Hopefully you can see what we've got here on the screen. And what we're going to do is to read through these story starters. I've got 10 of them for you, so hopefully one of them will inspire you. Just a note that you don't have to use it at the beginning of your piece of writing. You can just use it to inspire you, or you can use it at any point, okay? So if, Tito, you could please read the first one for us. We'll just read them through to make sure everybody understands before we carry on. So the, number one.
Number one, footsteps slowly creaked on every step of the stairs. The bedroom door handle turned slowly.
Okay, so let me know, guys, if you don't understand what it's talking about or if there's words that you don't understand. Everyone clear on that one?
What does creak mean?
Creaked means this kind of a noise. Ah! It's like a squeaky kind of a noise.
Yes, okay.
A bit spooky as well. Okay, number two. Alberto, could you read number two, please?
It was there and then it had gone. Why would a rabbit be on my bathroom floor?
Thank you, Alberto. So there you go. That's a strange one. A rabbit on your bathroom floor, which disappears. Okay, number three. Ali, could you read that one, please?
Yeah, sure. I had never seen a ghost, but like they say, there's a first time for everything.
Okay. So somebody has seen a ghost for the first time.
Yeah. It's freaky.
That one's going to be a horror story. All right, Tito, number four.
Peeking through the window, her surprise narrated to her. I heard the music as I entered the room, but all that was there was a violin, lay there on its back on the bare floorboards.
Good. Any words in here that we don't understand? No? Okay, a violin is a musical instrument, just to check. All right, number five. There we go. Number five, Alberto, please.
She sketched his face from the photograph. She will get her revenge.
Okay. So do we all know what revenge is?
No.
No? Revenge is when somebody does something to you that you don't like. If you get revenge, it means that you're going to pay them back. You're going to do something to them to make yourself feel better, okay? What does it mean to scratch somebody's face from the photograph? Anyone know?
Scratch. You use your fingers to hurt, hurt the photograph.
Yeah, exactly, to hide it, exactly. So you get rid of the face.
Yeah.
You kind of erase the face using your fingernails. Very unpleasant. All right, number 6, Ali, please. Could you read it for us?
Yeah, sure. It was the spring 2014 when I first realized I could breathe underwater.
Good. Okay, so somebody can breathe underwater.
Mhm.
That's kind of interesting. Tito, number 7.
Everything stopped. Everything stayed all around me, frozen in time.
Okay, is that one clear, guys? Everything freezes like a statue. Alberto, number 8.
Cold and wet, tired and exhausted, she made her way along the path through the forest.
Okay, so somebody's going through a path in the forest. It's up to you to decide why and what they're doing. Number 9, Ali, this one here.
Keeping watch at the side of the ship, George was tearing, his eyes weary from constantly searching the horizon. The last sentence is a very I don't understand it.
All right, we'll talk about it in a moment. Could you just read it out to us? So
Read
this
it
is
again?
this part as well, Ali, this part here.
Yeah, I don't see. Um, were they also playing tricks on him? What was woven from the
All right,
rocks?
thank you, great reading. So let's just talk about it. This man, George, is on a ship, a big boat, okay, in
Yeah,
the sea. He's keeping watch, which means that he's looking out to check for danger. He's
yeah,
making sure that there's no danger. And he's getting tired. He's getting tired because he has to keep looking to search the horizon. The horizon is basically the line where the
yeah,
water
yeah,
meets the sea, yeah?
yeah, I know.
Were they playing tricks on him? Are his eyes tricking him? Is he seeing what's really there, or is he imagining something? So he's wondering, is he imagining that something's waving from the rocks, or is it real? Do you understand?
More or less, yeah.
More or less? Okay.
Mm.
And the very last one is for Tito.
Am I in heaven? What happened to me?
All right, so that one's pretty short and sweet. Okay, so off you go, boys. Hopefully there's one there that can give you some idea of what to write. All you need to do is to scroll down the page. Hopefully you've all accessed this document. Are you all able to access it from the Google Drive? So all you need to do is to type your name somewhere down here. So for example, Tito, maybe start there. And write what you want to underneath. And then, I don't know why you've got such big font here. We'll try and change the text to normal. And then I'll give you about 25 minutes since there's only 3 of us, so you get a little bit longer to write, guys, okay? If you have any questions, do let me know. I'll be here all the time. And feel free to scroll up and down and choose one of the topics, okay?
Hey, Amy, there's a first time for everything.
Mm-hmm.
Can you explain it?
Sure. What it means is the person here says, I've never seen a ghost. So they've never seen a ghost before. This is the first time they've seen a ghost. And there is a first time to everything means that it's something you use when you haven't done something before. and it's unexpected. To say, I haven't done this before, but it's just happened to me, so there you go. It's my first time.
So he saw a ghost.
For the first time, yeah.
Yes.
Alright, just a few more minutes, guys. So if you can think about sort of finishing off what you're doing in the next 2 or 3 minutes, and then we'll correct, and hopefully Donald will come back. Alright, Tita, that's okay. I'm sure you're great at writing. I'll just talk to Ali. Ali, if you can, you can keep on writing a little bit longer if you want to have a look at Tito's. I'm not sure where Donald's gone. I hope he comes back. But Tito, let's go through yours, and Ali, if you want to continue just finishing for the next few minutes while I talk about Tito. So Tito, could you please read out yours for us?
Okay. It was dark. I couldn't see anything. But at last I saw a man who was running in a jungle, and lots of strange animals and creatures run after him and wanna catch him. You can say play with him. And suddenly, one of these animals saw me, and as a shock, I laughed for a while, and then I realized that if it caught me, there would not be laugh anymore. So I ran like sorry. So I ran like a rat escaping from a cat. Uh, when it about to catch me, I wake up and said, "Am I in heaven? What happened to me?"
Tito, thank you. I must admit, I was thinking, I wonder which one he's used, and then I saw it right there at the end. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just unbold this so that I can put your corrections in bold, and then you'll know what I've done, okay? So it was dark, I couldn't see anything. Alright, so we need a capital letter here, because we've got a new sentence. But at last, I saw a man who. Okay, so what we need to do, Tito, is to make sure that we're consistent with our tenses. So if you're telling a story, most frequently you'll be using the past tense, and everything that happens needs to be in the past, okay? So you can't have a man who is running, you've got to have a man who was running, right? Whoops. Okay, at last I saw a man who was running in a jungle, and lots doesn't need to have an apostrophe, because it's not lot is, it's the plural of lot, yeah? Lots of strange animals and creatures run after him and want to catch him. So wanna is okay, this is slang, as you probably know, but when we're writing, it's not a good idea to use slang, okay? Unless you're using it for a certain effect, which is okay, but you should wait till you're really good at English before you do that. You could put here, just to make it clear what you mean, or to catch him or play with him, okay? Okay, so we'll put a full stop there. Whoops, where have you gone, little speech marks? There we go. And suddenly, you don't really need an and, because suddenly has more dramatic effect if you just do suddenly, okay? Suddenly one of these animals saw me, and as a shock has a C. I laughed for a while, and then I realized that if it caught me, there would not be laugh anymore. If it caught me, I would not be laughing anymore.
Okay.
I would not be laughing anymore. Good point. Okay. So, I ran like a rat escaping from a cat. I love it. When, don't forget a capital letter at the beginning of a new sentence. When it was. So, the construction is to be about to do something, okay? You need the verb in here.
Okay.
When it was about to catch me, I woke. I woke up
Okay.
and said, "Am I in heaven? What happened to me?" Dun 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 dun. All right,
Thank,
well done, Tito. That was great writing. What are you talking about? You're not very good at writing. That's a load of rubbish.
thank you.
No problem, Tito. Great writing. Thank you for your interesting story. And if you'd like, you can wait and see what we've got from Ali. And I'm hoping that Donald will come back. We'll give him some more time. See if he turns up again. Ali, are you finished?
Yes, I have finished, but I don't. Actually, I hate writing because
You hate writing. Well,
yeah,
that's a
yeah.
good class to come to. Always do the things that you least like because probably they're the things you need to do most, right?
Because I have, I think that I haven't any idea because in my mind, I haven't any idea in my mind, so I can't think about any story or I have no. I think that I'm not creative to think about story.
All right. Well, it looks to me like you've done a story, so I will make my judgment after I've read it, okay?
Okay,
All right, Ali, could you read
go
it
on.
out for us, please?
I am 40 years old, but I have always been scared of water and swimming. I have taken 15 lessons, but nothing was happened. I haven't learned anything because fear control me. I can't relax. But in the spring 2014, I discovered a way to get relaxed at the water, and I learned into a few steps here. It had taken much time for me. I'm so glad that I finally can swim and take a breath under the water is awesome feeling.
Ali, that's great. What are you talking about? You had great ideas. Do you really like swimming? Is this true?
What?
Is this piece of writing true, or did you make it up?
No. No. I love swimming actually.
You do?
But
Okay.
yeah,
All right, so good. Let's have a look at it. The first sentence is really great. Don't forget, guys, that when it's the word by itself, is always a capital letter, okay? Unless you're texting. But when you're texting, no rules apply, so you can do whatever you like. But since this is a writing class, and I keep. Okay. I'm 40 years old, but I have always been scared of water and swimming. Great, perfect sentence. Don't forget a full stop. I have taken 15 lessons, but nothing happened. Nothing happened. So you can't say was happen, Ali. You can say was happening,
yeah.
and that could be okay as well. So I'll put that too. Okay, nothing was happening, or nothing happened. In fact, nothing was happening is probably better. I haven't learned anything. So learned or learnt, depending on where you're from, those two are both correct. Because fear controls. Don't forget that it's the third person, so you need an S, okay?
Okay.
Because fear controls me. Here I put and instead of a comma to connect up those two clauses, right? And I can't relax. And then you've got a but. So let's put a comma here. But in the spring of 2014 or in spring 2014. Okay, either of those. I discovered a way to get relaxed in. We're always in the water because you've got to put your body in it, right?
Yeah.
And I learned a few steps is what we use when we're talking about using our legs, like dancing or walking. So when we're talking about swimming, the word we say is strokes, okay? Which is what we do with our arms. Or if you think about swimming like in the Olympics, there are different strokes. If you're on your back, we call it backstroke. If you're on your front, it's freestyle or front crawl. Then there's butterfly. Those are the different strokes, okay? And I learned a few strokes. I learned a few. Here. Then we need a full stop, otherwise our sentence is going to be too long. It had taken much time from me. It had taken a lot of time for me. So if something takes you a lot of time, it takes a lot of time for you, not from you, okay? And we use a lot of instead of much, because much and many, those words can only be used in really specific circumstances, all right? Let me go through that in a moment with you. It had taken a lot of time for me, so perhaps here, and oopsie. And I am, because you need a verb. I am so glad
Yeah, I forget.
that finally I can swim and take a breath. Or you could say breathe instead of take a breath. Under the water. Let's put a full stop there, and then the last sentence has a bit more impact. It is an awesome feeling. An awesome feeling. All right, that was really good, Ali. I don't know what you're talking about. You're a good writer. Hardly any corrections. Have a look at them. They're all very minor things. And since you didn't have time to, really a lot of time to proofread, you probably would have picked some of those up yourself. So just a quick word about much and many. We use them with these words: too much, as much, so much, too many, as many, so many. Or in negative clauses, as in not many, not much. Or in questions. But other than that, we don't use these words, and they're quite often overused, all right? So if you just want to give the idea that there was a lot of, then there's several things you can say. You can say a lot of, lots of, the list goes on and on. There's quite a few synonyms. Have a look in a thesaurus if you want more, but these are much more natural and common ways of saying it, okay? If you want to use much or many, check to see if any of these words are present, if it's negative, or if it's a question, okay?
Okay.
All right, Ali, great. Thank you. And Donald, you're back. Are you there?
Alberto.
Why did I call you Donald? I'm so sorry. I have no idea. Alberto, I'm so glad to see you back. Do you have your writing somewhere for us?
A few letters.
A little bit, yeah? Where is it, Alberto? Can you paste it for us into the document or into the chat box? Either of those two. Please. Excellent. So I'll paste it onto the page so that we can all read and see, and I can do the corrections, okay? Okay, thank you. Could you read it for us, please?
I had never seen a ghost, but when I went to Poland in fall on 2003, I stayed in an all-out hotel that I had never seen before. On the mountains, there was made in wood. There, the floor makes sound, and I didn't travel alone. And my friends told about scary histories every night in that hotel. So when they want to sleep, they can't do that because they was so worried about the ghost hotel. So the hotel owner tell us about that someone died in the room 201, and his ghost walk every night between the rooms.
Ah, that's scary. You didn't warn me, Alberto. I I never read ghost stories because I can't sleep. But don't worry, I don't think this book will keep me awake. All right. Well done. This is the correct spelling of ghost. Okay, so I'm just going to replace it with all of these because we want to get it right because this is all about ghosts. Here we go. This word here that you've written, G-O-S-H, is gosh. It means like, oh my gosh. You might have heard it before. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Which is probably what you'd say if you saw a ghost. All right. I had never seen a ghost.
Yes.
Good. But when I went to Poland in the fall, usually, the fall of, not on, of, okay, 2003, I stayed in an old hotel. You need an an because old is a vowel. It begins with an O, okay? An old hotel that I have never seen before on the mountains has a U, a mountains. Let's put a full stop there because otherwise we've got too much to cope with. The hotel was made of wood. Capital letter for a new sentence. Was made of something. We always have something made of something. Where the floor makes sounds.
Nice.
So what you mean is, probably you mean floorboards. Squeaky or creaky floorboards. I'll just put that down here as another option. Creaky floorboards. The hotel was made, of, let me just do that, wood where the floor makes sounds, which is fine. I didn't travel alone with an E on the end. And, oh dear. And my friends told me, I guess they told you, right? They'd need to tell somebody.
Yeah.
Okay, so they told you,
Yes.
or me, about scary histories. In English, the word is stories, not histories. It's different from Spanish. So history is the subject that we study at school, yeah? It can be a bit confusing. Because the same word in Spanish, right? Okay.
Yes, right.
So nights. GHT. You got all the letters right, but you got them in the wrong order. There you go. About scary stories every night. Actually, we only need one night. There you go. Every night in that hotel. So when they went to sleep, I think you mean, right? Your friends. Okay, so do you mean, Alberto, do you mean they went to sleep or they wanted to sleep? I think you mean wanted, don't you?
Sorry. I can hear you.
Ah, yes. I just wanted to check with you. You meant to say wanted here, I think. Because we need to keep it in the past tense because we're talking about the past, yeah?
Yes.
All right, so wanted to sleep. So Tito, can you just keep your mouse still for a moment, just while I'm correcting it? It's a little bit off-putting. When they wanted to sleep, they can't. What we need here, Alberto, is couldn't, because when we're telling a story, we need to stay in the past all the way through, okay? They couldn't do that because they, and then here, were. They were so worried because it's plural. If it was I, then it would be was. I was, but they were. They were so worried about the ghost hotel. I don't blame them. I'd be worried about the ghost hotel. So the hotel owner tells us. So I think what we need here is told, okay? Because it's past. Told us that. We don't need to say about. Told us something. Told us that someone died in the room 201 and this ghost walks. Now, this can be in the present because it still happens, right? It happens every night. So therefore we can do present, sorry. And then this is night. We'll just substitute that in again. Walks every night between, has double E here to get the EE sounds, between the rooms. And rooms has double as well.
Yes.
Now, Alberto, the problem is that in English we quite often have double letters. So between and rooms need to have doubles to give us the right sound, okay?
Yes, yes, thank you.
But despite the fact that your story is a little bit scary, I liked it. Well done. All right, everybody. Excellent writing from all of you. Even though you didn't have a lot of confidence, you did really well. I don't know what you were talking about. Everyone did great. Thank you for attending. I'll let you go now, and you can go and relax, knowing you've done some hard work for the last hour.
Thank you, Amy.
All right, see you later, everyone. Bye.
See you,
Bye.
thank you.